Well, it's it's July 28th. I'm back on the trail at mile 657, where I left off a couple years ago due to coronavirus. Oh, excuse me. And all the restrictions in New England. I'm not getting to do from New York north as planned. At the last minute, all the states up there tighten their quarantine restrictions. So I'm here in Virginia doing 120 miles or so southbound, and that will give me a completion of Virginia and all states south of New York. It'll make me complete mile 1401 or 1405, something like that. Anyway, we left here in May because of the lousy weather. I meant to do this section then, but between the wife getting cabin fever due to the virus and the rain, and I wasn't looking forward to 5, 6, 7 solid days of rain like they were forecasting. So we called it quits. And sure enough, I come back here in July and they're forecasting tons and tons of rain. I'm sorry. They're forecasting scattered showers and thunderstorms for a day or two, and then like 60% chance of rain for the rest of the period of time I plan on hiking. So anyway, I'll turn it off here and get to climbing. Got a, I don't know, 1,000 or so foot climb, and then it looks like ridge walking for 12, 13 miles without water. On the trail, a little over an hour. That was a 1,400 foot climb. Gone about 2.5 miles. Sweating like crazy. It's not particularly hot, it's just humid. Right on the edge of this front that's supposed to be bringing all the moisture. Must be on the humid side of it. A little bit of a breeze. I don't think there's going to be any views today at all. I topped off my water about a third of the way up the mountain. This is the last chance. I think I forgot, 10, 12 miles to the next watering spot. It's not very good placement on camping areas. I'm at 654, it's 640. So about 100 yards off the trail, near a mile or two north of a landfill. There's supposed to be a campsite. That's what I'm aiming for. They give me 17 miles, which wouldn't be bad since I didn't start till 10:30. but it all depends on the weather. I brought my umbrella. I've never had any luck so far using it. The first trip, it was too darn windy when it was raining. I was on balds, and it was pointless to try to use the umbrella. So hope I can put it to use if it rains, because it looks like there'll be a whole lot of vegetation taller than me. Check back with you later. Well, my first rattlesnake, and I didn't get to rattle on the camera anyway. He's a big boy. There, you can hear him. And I guess I'll go up and around. Suspicious little bastard. He didn't trust me. I find it really odd that throughout the forest, looks like these smaller trees, bushes, whatever, they're all dried up. I don't know what's going on, but I find it odd. I don't know that I've seen anything like this before. I don't know if you blame that on a drought or bugs, worms. The leaves are intact. I mean, whether some of them have holes in them, but it's odd. It's quite prevalent throughout the forest. Well, it's hard to believe that God didn't have this down as a view. Nice breeze up here after walking in the trees all morning, early afternoon. It's really nice. This is a nice section of trail. Somebody from the other side of the hill where the view was up and over has been through here with a weed whacker. Anyway, it's nice not to have all this stuff brushing against your shins and worrying about ticks for a while. I haven't seen anybody else on the trail today except in the first quarter mile. There was a gentleman with a big old red beard. Trail passed in front of the shelter and he yelled a warning at me about the snake up the trail ways. Turned out it was over 3 miles, maybe 4. By the time I saw it, I'd given up worrying about it and was looking for it. The rattler gave him away. My bad is I don't see anybody else today. I sure wouldn't imagine anybody going northbound this late date, unless it was some sort of flip-flop. They'd already done the northern half and went down to Georgia and were hiking back. But I think most people would go to halfway point and head south. But that's just my opinion. Oh well. End of the nicely groomed trail back to the woods. Power line view. Somewhere off in the distance, starting to hear thunder. I guess this view is south-southeast. It's too bad I gotta stand in the direct sunlight. It's a little warm. The breeze is helping. See if there's anything off this way in the way of storm clouds. Well, I don't see them. I think they're back this way. There's a tall one right there. I guess I should get on down the hillside. Well, that's where I came from. And there's some showers out there. Right there is the closest one. And this is definitely the view of the day. I sure missed the boat on forecasting how many views there would be. Pretty nice. There's somebody's got their self set up at the shelter. I guess I'll go say hi. But I'm not staying here.